Greetings, my loyal subjects. It is I, the Prince of All Saiyans, Vegeta Almighty, here with another Dual Wield update video for you. Now, I want to make this video short and sweet and to the point as much as possible, but I want to make sure I'm as detailed as possible. And you guys know I suffer from ADHD, so we'll see how well that goes. But real quick announcement. I just want to say that Jen and I are planning a Halloween themed month of content for you guys. So the plan is most likely to put the Pokemon Random Red series on standby for now until we can pump out some Halloween themed content for the month. Now, I'm not 100% sure exactly what all we're going to do. So it's kind of up in the air how long that's going to last. I do have a couple of ideas for videos to make, or for games to play, for this month. Now, I have a couple of different ways why I might want to handle this. So, depending upon our schedules, and depending upon, just kind of what happens, we may end up releasing, or we may end up recording a couple of different series videos. The plan is to record at least, I have 2 games in mind right off the top of my head right now that I want to record. But we'll kind of see what happens from there. I don't know how long they're going to be and how long we'll be able to make them, or how short we're able to make them, I should say. But I do know that I want to record there's at least one I definitely want to record for this month. Now, does that mean that we're going to stop at just those 2 or stop in October? I don't know yet. It's just something that depends upon, how well the videos do and what, Jen wants to do and what I want to do and what, just kind of recommendations we get on that. What we may end up doing is we may kind of drag out until November, possibly December, depending on. Or we may end up recording a whole series of games and just release them. We might have to have a schedule. We'll release a couple for this October and maybe save some for next year. So I don't know. It could be... Excuse me, I'm sorry. It could be a matter of releasing it all in just a stretch until we're out of the content and then jumping right back into the original stuff, or we may end up just releasing a couple videos this year and then next year and then so on until they're gone. I don't really want to do that, though, if I'm being perfectly honest. If that's what everyone else decides, then obviously who am I to argue with the fans and or my co-hosts and or anyone else who would have an opinion on this. But if I had my preference, I would say just play it until it's done. Focus on it solely until the month is up. I think that might be what I end up doing. I have to discuss this with Jen, but I think what we might end up doing is release the videos and focus on them solely until October ends, and then, finish the series out, but kind of go from there as to what, not interrupt the normal content schedule. Probably start pumping out some more Random Red in the meantime, and, just kind of going from there after that. Just get to the series as we can. So, Random Red is on pause for now. I know we've only put out 1 episode so far. We may end up recording some more the next time we get together to do this October stuff. But I think for now we're just going to focus on the October stuff, just to kind of give us something to do, to kind of get us out of a rut, and just to kind of make it fun and just have a good spooky time and hopefully entertain some people along the way. I mean, who knows? Who really knows? So, in the meantime, like I said, just be on the lookout for. Of course, we're planning on releasing episodes of Dual Wield Wednesdays, doing the podcast as we can. So, I mean, that's obviously something that we're going to want to focus on heavily, because that is kind of what we do, and that's the easiest thing for us at the moment. So, be on the lookout for Dual Wield Wednesdays, of course. But you know, we as far as the Let's Play stuff, we're trying to focus on. Of course, recording schedules are still a little bit up in the air and difficult, and it's hard to get a time where we're both able to do stuff. Busy season's picking up for me at work. He just started a new job where he's much more busy. So, you know, it could be nothing could come from this, if I'm being perfectly honest. But, you know, the plan as it stands is for us to start recording, hopefully in the next 2-3 days, we're going to try to get together and record. At least, I'm going to try to do at least one game Let's Play for you guys. I have one picked out right now. It's not exactly what I would consider a horror game, per se. I don't want to say exactly what it is, because I know Jen occasionally pops in and watches these update videos. So I don't exactly want to say what it is, per se. Also, I don't want to kind of ruin the surprise. It's a Godzilla video game, made for a certain Famicom, let's just say Famicom system in the 80s. Those of you who have been around on the internet long enough kind of know where I'm probably going with this. And you may have one question on your mind. And the answer is yes, it is that version. So I thought maybe we'd give that a play. I thought maybe we'd kind of screw around with that for a little bit, just as a first little starting point. I mean, it runs fine, you know, on the computer that we have right now. So, you know, we're at the moment, we're kind of running into issues where we're having trouble playing more high fidelity games, you know, more demanding games. So at the moment, we're kind of stuck with games that are more easy on the graphics card, so to speak. So right now, you know, I would play something like, he said he wanted to play Dead Space, but I don't want my computer to turn into a pile of goo. So, you know, I want to keep my house from getting set on fire. So I'm just going to play some stuff that is a little less graphically demanding. So, this Godzilla game, like I said, those of you on the internet who have been around long enough and who are interested in certain aspects, I'm being intentionally vague just in case Jen ends up watching this video, because I don't want him to spoil the surprise that I have laid out for him. And you know, I think this is going to be a fun time. I think we're going to enjoy ourselves, and yeah, I think this should be a pleasant experience for us. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to capture, because let me see, hang on. This is so unprofessional, I know. So there is... Oh, okay. There's an auxiliary out on the back of these mics. So I might be able to... What I might be able to do is put the audio... Because I want to be able to hear the game sound effects. And I want to be able to record it, but not have it pick up through the speakers of my computer. But... So we'll play around with that. You know, we're still starting off kind of new here on Dual Wield. But I want to try to slowly perfect my craft. I want to slowly start getting better equipment so we can do more graphically demanding things. You know, we can do more with, you know, what we have. So I want to... Really, Dual Wield has become a passion project for me. And I know it has for Jen, too. We're not expecting to be famous off of any of this. We're not expecting to get any play buttons or billions and trillions of views or what have you. I mean, if the views come and the subs come and this becomes a big deal, I mean, fine, that's cool. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But man, we're just two guys who like to talk about nerdy stuff and play video games, you know? and we want to have a good time doing it, and we want to share this with the world. And this is really just a passion project for us. And October's coming up. We both love Halloween, or just getting into the Halloween spirit of watching horror movies and partaking of horror and horror adjacent kind of media. So I think this will be something that'll be fun to do. Maybe, cross our fingers, I highly doubt this, but maybe we'll get an actual cameo from Queen Bree in one of these videos. I'm hoping that she'll at least participate in one of these videos. Maybe not necessarily the upcoming batch with the Godzilla game, because, let's be honest, it's not going to be very scary. But I want to find something that, I feel like she'd give some good reactions. So, we'll kind of go from there, and just kind of see what happens, And I hope those of you who do watch these videos enjoy, and I hope you guys, stick around, because great things are going to come, and we're going to be making some banger content, and yeah, so look out for the Halloween stuff. Don't really have the name for it yet. Gonna play around with some stuff, who knows? I like to make catchy names and segments, and I'm just weird about that, so I like to have names for stuff that we do. So who knows what's going to end up happening? Who knows what we're going to end up doing in the future with this Halloween stuff. So just keep your eyes and ears peeled for more content from this channel. If you like the content on this channel, obviously this is just another rant video for people who want to kind of stay informed with what we're doing. But if you look at some of the content that we have on this channel, and if you haven't already and you're new here, please do check out some of the other stuff. If you're into podcasts, we got some of those where we talk about pretty much whatever the hell comes to our minds in the moment. It could be wrestling, video games, anime, Marvel, whatever. We talk about a lot of things on this channel. So feel free to look at some of the stuff that we have in the pipes and the pipe works. That was a stupid sentence. Let's try that again. Go ahead and check out some of the podcast stuff that we have here on the channel. If you're into Let's Plays, I have a series on here called The Prince Plays, the only video game that I've actually covered so far. I'm about to start a new series myself soon. But the only series I've covered so far is Mega Man Legends 1. Again, bit of a passion project for me. Love that game. One of my favorite games of all time. So go ahead and give that a watch if you want to see me screw around on an old PS1 video game and try to make jokes as best as I can. And I think I succeed in some parts. Me and Jen have also started a series. Keep an eye out on this as well. We're going to be playing through Pokemon Red, but it's a randomized Pokemon Red. It's a wacky little ROM hack that we're playing through currently on the channel as well. Like I said, probably going to be putting it on the back burner for now, but there's an episode out already. I think you guys will really enjoy that one. Me and him just kind of going through and seeing the wackiness that ensues from it being random, and you'll see if you like watching two guys play a Pokemon game and just react, and if you like good comedy, go check it out. Maybe you guys would like this. And if you like what you see here on this channel, please, feel free to give us a subscribe and ring that taco bell right next to it. And you'll get a free chalupa with every purchase of a video. And remember, the videos are free. Also, we're out of chalupas. But yeah, no, go ahead and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on, because YouTube, doesn't think that you actually care unless you do that. Although that was what the point of the subscription button was for. YouTube, get it together. Feel free to leave a like on any videos that you want. Leave a comment. You don't have to. Just feel free. We're not going to judge you. Feel free to go ahead and like and leave a comment. And if you don't like it, feel free to dislike it as well. Totally understandable. If you don't like it, leave a comment as well. Telling me what a stupid poopy head I am. I'll be sure to read it and cry about it for all of 0 seconds. But no, for real, I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling for 15 minutes, which is, again, something you should come to expect on this channel if you've been here for the whole time. But just enjoy the content that's coming out your way. Enjoy the content that we already have here. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.